Alrighty, beautiful souls. Welcome to another evening of exciting magic ahead of us. And it's a super good, exciting time. And I'm just going to let a few more people into the room as we go along here. All right, good stuff. So we're here on a really powerful time of the year. Very powerful. Very powerful indeed. This is a time when all the magic starts to happen. A lot of you have probably been feeling the energy already, feeling things happening, feeling the world shifting, feeling things change, feeling energy go wild. Starting to feel the different energies that are happening. Well, that's not just about tonight. That's not just about tonight being the 8th of the 8th, 2025. No, that's just about the nature of the things that are happening in the world right now. And that's very exciting. It's very exciting because it means things are changing. And of course, I'm sure you've noticed that things have been changing. Things really have been changing very fast, very quickly. And it's super exciting for everybody because change is in the air. Now, sometimes that change can sometimes feel very heavy, very difficult, very unsettling. But it is always good. It is always good. We've got to start to learn to embrace change. Because if we don't embrace change, we're never ever going to understand fully what's happening and growing in this world. So we've got to embrace change. So a lot of people, and a lot of talk, and a lot of hype, all about this particular Lion's Gate. Well, a little bit of a background first. Lion's Gate comes from the sun sign, the Leo, the lion. Okay, and of course, the lion that we know is the symbol of courage. It's also about that royalty, about that sovereignty, being sovereign in who you are, standing in your sovereignty. And of course, the lion also represents the heart. And those of you know me, it's all about the heart. It's all about being in the heart, being in that place of oneness with your heart. So that's what I'm all about, as you all know. Also, Leos, and those of you that know those with the star sign Leo, the sun sign Leo, will find that they can be quite fiery people. Okay, but that's good because fire encourages us to speak our truth and to shine out our authentic light without being in that place of apology. So many times people are apologetic for who they are. And of course, this energy coming through right now at the peak of this Lion's Gate is all about you standing in your sovereignty and not being apologetic, not having to apologize for who you are. And for me, the rules are very simple. If you're standing in your truth, in your light, in your heart, then be yourself. Be yourself. And if you're not hurting anybody, then it's good. If you're not hurting yourself, it's even better. So very simply, stand your truth, speak your truth, be you, don't hurt yourself, and don't hurt anyone else. And that is the best way to move forward. Of course, we're also going to get into this because we've got this sort of the Sirius energy and the Orion's belt. Okay, so we've got the Earth, the Sun, and this bright star in Sirius lining up to create this really powerful time. Sometimes they even call this the spiritual sun, this Sirius energy. And they've been using Sirius energy for ages. It's nothing new. This is nothing new at all. It's the source of apparent divine wisdom. It's a very high frequency of light. And it comes with an abundance of blessings as well. Now, we normally see Sirius rising in the morning sky. And that is when they say it is the galactic gateway, which really allows for this energy, these higher energies that are hidden at Earth all the time, to come onto the planet, to pour into us. You think about light. Light has a certain frequency. Light contains certain light codes. And so these light codes are streaming down to the Earth at all times. The speed of light, if we will, from many stars that we see out in the galaxy around us. So we're constantly being infused with different light codes at all times. And some of those stars that are maybe further away, and when they align at certain times, those light codes get amplified, and we start to sense them on the planet so much more. Light codes, well, what do they do? Well, light codes are almost like keys that start to unlock or activate our DNA. So that's why people, when they, doing moon meditations and things like that, and sensing that moon coming down, they sense those codes. That's why we enjoy the sun as well, because we get those energy from the sun plus those light codes coming in, activating certain parts of us, and that really is the main thing. That is the real beauty of what we're doing here tonight. And when we unlock parts of our DNA, we're also unlocking some of the, it's more like a remembrance of who we are, a remembrance of who we are. And that's a really powerful place to be able to remember who you are. Since birth, we've been trained and conditioned and believed to be not the best version of ourselves. We're often considered to be more controlled or take on beliefs of other people that entrap us in a certain way of life that maybe is not necessarily the best way for us humans to be. And so with this portal, with this gate, we should be able to really access more of those divine codes inside of us and allow ourselves to be emotionally more free, to be able to, once again, stand in your sovereignty, to be able to speak your truth, and to accept and understand that you are you, and you create the world around you. You are the light in your own life. You are the person that is creating the world around you for you to become the best version of you, and not to be necessarily under the influence or control of others. And once again, it's about standing your truth, standing in as the owner of your own sovereignty. Now, of course, the energies coming through are very, very powerful. There's a lot of air energy tonight. Sometimes the wind will pick up, but it's a lot of sort of earthy air energy. So not sometimes you hear people talk about fiery air. Today is more about earthy air, which is about grounding, but taking those concepts, those thought patterns, and bringing clarity to them, but also bringing clarity and bring them into the physical to ground them into earth. So that's really good. We also got sort of this really sort of a new or fresh or revitalized intellectual clarity. And intellectual clarity often shakes everything up, shakes you up. That wind, that air energy can also demolish the old, and those old ideas being completely destroyed, which again opens more space for more clarity. And again, of course, that opens you up to your truth. Your truth and my truth are probably completely different based on how we grew up, based on how much work we've done. So this beautiful earthy aspect of air can blast away those old sort of structures, bring that clarity back into your mind and your head. Because thoughts and visions sometimes destroy. Well, thoughts and visions do destroy. They destroy the old. And we need to destroy some of the old structures that are inside of ourselves, inside of our minds, inside of our places, to destroy that. And so that's really going to be where we're going to look at tonight when we start to journey into the Lion's Gate, into this portal, to really allow ourselves to be clearer, cleaner, and stand in our divine truth. Now, when it comes to the 8, first thing, the 8, you turn the 8 sideways and you've got infinity. Okay? Or you've got as above, so below, the regular way. Plus you've got the double 8. So this is very amplifying this. The 8th day of the 8th month. And so we've got the double 8, which is very, very powerful. The 8 represents balance, doesn't it? Right? Balance each side. Balance. And also it's like this bridge that takes us between the material plane, the earthly realm, to the spiritual plane. So we can use the 8 as that bridge. And of course, when we've got the double 8, it amplifies that. It means that we've got double the amount of energy to step over, to go into this sort of place of intention setting, of clarity, of cleaning, of allowing that air to blow away the old, release those old patterns, and to step into that more empowered version of yourself, of ourselves, actually, because we're all going to be powering up this evening. And this is, like I mentioned before, not a new thing. The ancient cultures knew all about this. The Egyptians, they honored Sirius. The Sirius energy often brought the flooding of the Nile, which was bringing the fertility to the land, to the floodplains there, making it that abundant civilization as it was in the time. A lot of people also see the Lion's Gate as a symbol of rebirth, time to rebirth themselves in the new, to take on those new lessons, embody them, and able to carry them forward into the world. So, simply put, it's a time to really connect to your heart energy and then to move out with your heart energy, understanding yourself, becoming sovereign in your own nature, being able to speak your truth and speak it with clarity and strength and courage, because sometimes we need a little courage to speak our truth. All right, that being said, I think it's time for us to journey. Yep. So allow yourself to get beautifully still, beautifully comfortable. Best place is if you're sitting up gently with your feet on the floor, so you're grounded. We're going to start off with just a little bit of a cleansing and grounding as you breathe gently and quietly. And as you breathe, you'll find your body starts to become comfortably still. And you start to notice gravity, the beautiful force of gravity. Mother Earth, gravity holding you in place, stopping you from drifting away. And the more you connect to the beautiful Earth energy, beautiful gravity, the heavier your body becomes, the quieter your mind becomes, as you give yourself the time and the place to just completely let go. And as you breathe and release, relax, and let go, you start to notice, sense, or feel this bright light above your head, shining down with this incredible bright energy. This bright light almost creates a tube of light around you. And the tube of light begins to draw out of you, clear from you, all the energies that don't serve you. Maybe you sense particles, tiny particles, almost like dust and dirt, being drawn up into this light. Perhaps there's heavier stuff that you've been carrying, emotions, worries, concerns. Allow them to be released from the structure around you, from your aura, from your room that you're in, from your physical form. Just allow all this energy to be drawn up into the light. This giant vacuum cleaner, this hoover of light, hoovering up all the old that no longer serves you. And as it hits the light, it gets transformed back into light. And you start to sense that this old energy is now starting to rain down around you, beginning to heal you, to fill you again with this incredible light. And it feels good. And as you sit and breathe comfortably, you start to sense or notice the sun. The sun shining down on you from high above. It's different from the tube of light. It's the golden energy, the golden light shining down. And perhaps you can sense its warmth. The light, the warmth, bringing courage. And behind it, you can sense or see or imagine the great star Sirius rising. beaming this higher wisdom and higher energy towards Earth and towards you. The sun is in Leo. And you start to sense this alignment begin to take place. As these energies begin to form this sacred bridge between the cosmos and your soul. And as you breathe, you feel yourself stepping forward through this gateway, a luminous gateway, like a galactic doorway of light. And as you do so, you sense or feel or know or could just imagine the old falling away. Letting go of everything you've been carrying that's not here for your highest version, your highest you. And you start to breathe in this beautiful light and the strength and power and the radiance of the Leo energy, the lion energy. And you start to feel this golden light filling your heart. Filling your heart. Allow this golden light to really fill every part of your chest, your heart. You can imagine it, you can sense it, you can feel it expanding out through you in all directions. And as it does, this reminds you of your courage. It reminds you of your truth. And your unique creative spark. That beautiful spark of creation that you are and that you always have been. Reminding you how you can break out of your box and create new in this world. And as you breathe now and take yourself even deeper, you allow yourself to just breathe out those old patterns, those old doubts, those old fears. And just allow them to be dissolved into this beautiful golden light in the beautiful night sky. And it feels good. It feels good to just completely let go. And you start to notice this blue light. It's the energy from Sirius. It's like this shimmering blue-white light that begins to pour into the crown of your head. Spiraling down through your body. This blue-white light, so powerful, as it awakens the codes within your DNA. Sense it, feel it imagine it, or just know it. Know that it is happening, whether you can feel it or not. Your DNA being awakened and activated by this incredible Sirian energy. These are the codes to your higher self. The you who remembers you and where you came from. Remembers your origin, your purpose, and your infinite nature as spirit. And as you breathe, allow the light to flow through all of you. To flow through to the smallest part of you. And with each out-breath, allow it to integrate, to anchor it into your cells, into your form, your human form here on earth. And it feels good. It feels good to just anchor that light. As you breathe gently, starting to hear or to imagine or to sense or to feel or to know the 88 vibration that's surrounding you now. Perhaps you're hearing a low hum. Feeling or sensing or imagining the eights surrounding you. The infinity loop. Able to follow the infinity loop. Around, down, round, back up. Over and over again. It's like you're following this loop of love that's eternal, filled with this limitless potential. Allow the infinity loop to begin to spin and begin to enter into your body, spinning in all directions. Awakening, moving through your form. Allow the infinity to spin through your heart, to move over and over through your heart. Balancing. The infinite within your heart. And as this infinity loops moves through your form, through your body, you sense, feel, or know how it's balancing the physical with the spiritual. Allowing you here on earth to be connected more to the spiritual plane, while at the same time balancing the physical form. as your heart begins to open wider than it was before. And as this spinning infinity loop brings your heart back into alignment, you find your soul and spirit also aligning. A beautiful alignment. A beautiful flow. You start to listen to your soul. What is your soul asking for? What is your soul calling out for? What does your soul long to create with you here in the now? Allow your heart to sense it, to feel it, to know it, to be it. Allow your heart to begin the creation process of embodying it. And perhaps you hear a word, get a sentence, or see an image. Allow that word, that image, that sense, that feeling, that knowingness to move through to the Lion's Gate energy, through the portal. And allow this powerful Lion's Gate portal energy to amplify that intention, that image, that knowingness, that feeling. Allow it to be amplified across all timelines. Expanding out through time. Carried on this portal energy. Expanded. Connected. Feeling the support of those ancient civilizations. Of your star families, far away, but now standing close to you. Feel the support of your guides, and those guardians, and the angels that are working with you, and through you, and for you. Feel them standing around you, celebrating and rejoicing you as you step forward courageously, standing in your truth, in your sovereignty, in your knowingness. And it feels good. It feels so good whether you've sensed it, saw it, known it, heard it, imagined it or not. You take a beautiful breath in again. And as you release your breath, you sense or see yourself walking with confidence through this golden gateway, this golden stargate, like a shining beam of light, lighter, clearer, more aligned than ever before. And you know that it is good. and that you have changed. As you begin to sense and feel your body again, you sense that lion energy. That courage. That light that is shining from you. As you feel lighter, clearer, perhaps even taller and braver, more courageous. Filled with the knowingness of self and more aligned than ever before. And you take a beautiful breath in. Beginning to notice and feel your form, your body. Stretching those fingers, wiggling those toes. A nice deep breath in and out. And just let it all go. And maybe even have a nice little sigh as you do. Perhaps you move your head, your neck. Rolling their shoulders back. And really beginning to find yourself as you gently come back. Begin to sense your feet on the floor, the ground, the earth. Feel that beautiful support. As your body starts to waken up now, and you allow yourself to carry this activation, this light. Your heart filled with lion energy. The wisdom of Sirius in your DNA. And an infinite light of your soul shining out through you. And just taking that time you need to bring yourself back to this moment with ease and grace. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And those of you still drifting, that's perfectly okay. Enjoy the energy. Enjoy the energy. Enjoy the energy of this Lion's Gate portal. You'll still feel it for another week or two. It slowly starts to come out of alignment. But it's still there. You'll still feel it. Just as you felt it coming up to this evening. The energy. Sometimes a little bit of chaos, a little bit of confusion. Enjoy the energy of the ride. And one day soon, hopefully, I will learn how to do these live streams properly. But hey, it's all a learning process. Thank you for putting up with me. And I hope you all have a great weekend ahead and an even better month ahead. Until next time, I'll catch you all on the flip side.